friends, let us answer a question. How would you assess a potential candidate for the job? The usual answers would be that we'll go ahead with the selection process. Absolutely correct. And what do you do in the selection process? Probably we might have an aptitude, or maybe we'll have a group discussion, or maybe we'll just go ahead with the interview. So these are some common tools. So these are the common tools that come to our mind the moment we say that we are talking about a selection process. Is it that simple, or is there a standard approach to it? So here we are trying to talk about a standard approach to the selection processes. What do I actually do when I want to select a person? Actually, I'm trying to check the past of the candidate. I'm looking at what the candidate is in the present times and how productive this candidate is likely to be in the coming times. That is my future. So past, present and future, three things need to be verified. Now, how do I go about doing it? So one way is that for the past, I check up what is written in the CV. I start checking whether these things are relevant or not. For the present times, I'll check, okay, fine, the person can unlearn and learn new things. And that is how I try to predict the future of my candidate. So here we are trying to understand a little different approach now beyond this. And this approach says that, fine, let me decide what is required by the candidate for that particular profile. So what is required on the job? What qualities are required on the job? Say for example, we have a marketing profile. So for marketing profile, what all qualities are required? So of course we say yes, one, some leadership qualities are required. Now the question is, how do I measure leadership qualities? Probably I might have, say for example, a group discussion followed by an interview. I know whether the person is a team leader or not. I may give a situation wherein the people have to come together and decide what next to be done. So immediately I'll have somebody emerging as a group leader. So the leadership qualities can be measured by these tools. But is it really that important for my job? If it is, then I should go for this particular tool. Then of course for marketing profile, I would say that yes, oral communications are necessary. How do I measure oral communications? So probably the interview is one of them. Maybe I can go for an extempore. Ask a person to speak on something, right? Maybe I can also gauge to some extent in a group discussion, right? Then we say that, okay, fine, written communication is also important. I have to write the reports, I have to communicate with my customers as well. So I might ask the candidate to write an email or prepare a small report and tell me how it looks like. It might be a case that I have to take decisions on the discounts to be offered to the customer, even on the marketing profile. So in that case, probably I need to understand a little bit of mathematical part. So I might go for an aptitude test where I ask questions like, if I offer so much discount, how much should the customer pay? If the large lot is there, or there are some slabs for the discount, how should I go about it? So I can measure that also. Again, I might say that, okay, fine, all these things done, I need to have a team player. How do I understand a team player now? For team player, I can go ahead with a group discussion and see how the person behaves over there. I can also conduct a role play for this to understand how people behave when they're given a situation and they are enacting a role for that particular matter. So that done, again, if I talk about a marketing profile, yes, negotiation skills are very important. How do I do it? So I might give a situation to the candidate, okay, fine, why don't you sell a pen to me? And see how good your negotiation skills are. So that is another way by which I can check it. I need to understand whether the candidate can perform under pressure or not. So why not go ahead with a stress interview, right? I need to understand the integrity of the candidate. So I can go ahead with psychometric test. I can also give some behavioral event interviews. So all in all, there are a lot of traits to be measured, a lot of qualities that are required for the profile need to be measured, and I can use n number of selection tools for this. So the question arises, should I use all the tools that are available for selection? Should I use a case study also for this? Or should I have a group discussion having a caselet for this? Should I ask a candidate to prepare a presentation as well? So if you actually list down the number of selection tools that are there and also look into the varieties, that occur within the same set of selection tools. Say for example, a group discussion can be on, say for example, currently what is happening in the country. It can be on the topic related to the industry that we are talking about. It can be related to the future plans of the company, or it can be related to something that relates to ethical nature of the job. I want to measure that. So what exactly I'm doing can vary a lot, right? Even an aptitude test, if we talk about, we can have mathematical aptitude, we might talk about general awareness, we might talk about the communication part, we might ask for the comprehension quality, or maybe we are checking the data analytical quality. So there can be a number of ways by which we can do it. Of course, we can have the technical aptitude as well, what is related on the job. We might even think of a situation, okay, fine, let a person perform on the job, right? So we'll give you a day, right? You are working with us and you have a day to do it. Now, can we do everything for everyone? The answer is no, because we've got limited budget for this. We cannot spend unlimited on the selection activities. Again, a lot depends on the size of the talent pool that we are trying to check. If the talent pool is very large, in that case, I cannot conduct an interview for all of them, right? So I need to filter them by different stages of selection tools. So before I start planning for my selection process or the selection tools I want to administer, I have to understand a few things. One, how much I'm ready to spend, right? What is my budget for the selection process? Two, how large is the talent pool? How technical is the profile that I'm talking about? And then, am I able to measure all the important aspects of the profile through my selection tools? You might discover a lot of new tools, new ways of doing it. Feel free to put it on the comment box, right? So we need to remember the important tasks that are required on the job, the specific qualities that are required from a candidate, and based on that, we have to decide our selection tools. Happy learning.